What is going on, guys? So we're back here in Arizona at the YJJS camp. Standing across from me is Drea, black belt, very leg locker and passing oriented. So we're going to see how this one plays out. She begins by going into this knee cut position, and then as I extend her away, I leave my legs out and she falls back into this outside heel hook. I really did not respect that fall back into the leg entry, but she also kind of wrapped both my legs, so it was hard for me to stand up. As we get back into it, I go for these mercy grips, looking for the duck under, and then I take this collar tie and wrist grip. So I really like playing this dilemma here, but as I start looking for the foot sweep, she decides to pull right into De La Hiva, curving my knee and starting to work into a leg entry. Now, this is one of the passes she kind of went over in her seminar a few minutes before this, so I wanted to hit it on her, but as I went to duck under the leg, she was able to, bring her legs back, start to work into an entanglement, and I was forced to start defending and disengage. I like playing very counter-style wrestling, so I like playing a lot of mercy grips, going for collar ties, Russians, and just kind of playing safe, not really taking like big double leg shots. And as I pull guard here, one thing that I really thought was interesting is she immediately steps on that foot to pin the foot. And because we're in this kind of mercy grip, upper body connection scenario here, she can make her way into headquarters or start to work on the outside pass. But I just really thought that was something I haven't seen a lot of people do. And she was very adamant about it, right? As soon as I pulled guard, she stepped on the foot and started to work into her passing. On the flip side, because we are in mercy grips, I kind of have control of her torso. And then I'm going to use that to offset her torso out here to my left side. As I use my legs to lift and off balance her, this causes her to fall over. And obviously, the most important part of the sweep is just getting on top. Now, one thing that was cool about her guard retention, most people, I feel like, get lazy with their guard retention. And as I start to cut this angle, we play on that front where I'm almost coming over. They try to high leg or, reweave the leg position. But she just kicks back, gets her hips back, and completely disregards the angle because she just removes herself from that position. So now she's back into a guard. She can start to defend a little bit easier. And as I start to cut around, she's able to start digging her foot under my leg and pulls me into 50-50. Now, that's something I feel like smaller people, especially a lot of women that I've rolled with, have really great guard retention because I don't expect their feet to be able to fit into those spaces. So one of my training partners, Tian, is also really good at that. And she honestly has a harder guard to pass than I feel like some of the bigger guys. I eventually remove the 50-50, stand back up, and start to work the passing again. And, once again, she's very adamant about getting her hips back and removing herself from that playing field. Now, this is just kind of I feel like it's a black belt thing. Your rite of passage into being a competitive jiu-jitsu athlete is you have to f your knees. Your knees should not have intact ligaments if you are a professional athlete, because I see every black belt and their knees are always screwed up, but they're still training. Dre's meniscus or something was messed up, and she's like, "Oh yeah, it just popped it back in," and we kept going. But I can show you guys a little more of what I've been working on in terms of wrestling. So I love playing tricep grips. Tricep grips are probably my favorite grip on the torso in jiu-jitsu. So I go ahead, get that Russian tie, and then I'm controlling that wrist. Because she can't grab me back, I'm starting to look for that foot sweep, eventually getting into front headlock, and then I drop down to attack the single leg. I put that single leg in my armpit, and she attacks the Kani Wasami. This is my most hated move in jiu-jitsu, but she did it, very professionally, and my knees didn't hurt or anything. I made sure to turn the right way as we fell down, and now it's all about getting back to inside feet position and trying to remove myself from the leg entanglements. It's not really my strong suit, so I just want to disengage and get back to my guard. But dude, Drea's a relentless monster, and she just hops right back on the legs. For leg entanglements, my main goal is to just remove my knee line from her hip line. And most of the time I do that in the form of putting my outside leg behind their knee pit and extracting the leg that's being attacked. From there, I get back on top, start to work passing, but it was kind of a short round and time runs out there. But yeah, that was a rough round. I'm not really super familiar with the leg entanglements. I actually have a match against a leg locker tomorrow, so you guys will hear about how that goes later. But dude, you can see my face there. I was like, dude, what the hell did I just get into? Drea is one of the most legit black belts I've rolled with. Really good, really fun. Hope you guys learned something, and that'll pretty much wrap things up there. So thank you for watching, and go pass some guards.